What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another beautiful day here in the summer season of series number 7 here in Forza Horizon 5. Driving around in our Mercedes racing truck because we just completed the trial event. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. I'll put a video or try to remember to put a card to that video up in the corner now. But today we're going to be jumping into the seasonal championships and starting it out with the Chihuahua Express to get the 2008 BMW M3. You'll actually need that for this danger sign, so it's nice that they actually give you a means to get it if you don't have it. But you can see the car restriction here is S1 900 and anything goes. So I've already got 3 cars set up and ready to go. This is a road racing championship, so just keep that in mind. But I will jump over to the start line for the championship. We'll take a look at our first car, and then we'll take a look at these races. All right, and our first car that we're going to be trying out is the BAC Mono. So up on the screen, you'll see the share code for the tune, the tuner's name, and the name of the tune for tune, obviously. I give you all that information because sometimes a tuner will change settings in a tune, and when they do that, it does change the share code. So even as something as simple as changing tire pressure will actually change the share code of the tune. So if you cannot find it from the share code, try searching off of the tuner's name along with the name of the tune. And then if you get a new share code, leave it down in the comments below for us. But we're going to try out the BAC Mono. The other 2 cars are actually like cars that you get early in the game. So I wanted to do something that maybe you don't have, or you do have, that might be a better option, and then 2 cars that everybody should have or at least had at one point during the game. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what these races look like. So we are sprint race, circuit, sprint. Okay. So Copper Canyon Sprint is where we're starting out here. And let's go ahead and start the event. I do want to give a heads up. I am still a little sinusy, so you may hear me, cough or not a little. And I do apologize for that. I'm still trying to fight the sinus infection. It just seems to not want to go away. So, but it's getting better, just not 100% yet. So. This is why I like the BAC, or the BAC. I'm going to call it the BAC just because that's the way I want to call it. It's probably not correct, but you can just kind of whip this thing in just about anywhere. It's super duper light, and it makes these turns really easy. That's why I thought it would do good on that circuit event, but obviously it does really well through here too. The only issue we might have is just top end speed, but doesn't seem to be an issue for us yet, so we'll see how that goes if we run into that issue. It's gonna be really good through this canyon. Slow down a bit there. This thing slows down like unbelievably well as well. So very good car. The tune feels really good on it to me. And tunes might not work out the same way for you as they do for me. It may just be that I found the tuner that kind of fits my driving style more so. I like to brake really late and get on the gas really hard out of turns. So if you're more of a cautious driver or more well-seasoned driver, that might not fit kind of how your driving style is, but it kind of fits towards mine, and that's just kind of what I base that off of. So just because the tune works out for me, again, it may not work out for you, but if you do find better options, definitely let us know in the comments below. There is also a link to the Bomb Gaming Discord server in the description, and if you join that, you can also post into one of the channels in that server where I post all of the tunes and cars that I use for all of the weekly events. So definitely go check that out if you aren't a member. We've got quite a good amount of people in there. You can also find people just to play with if you're looking for people to do the trial event with or just generally play. There's a good amount of people in the Discord server, so definitely worth checking out if you want to. So, but we have one little corner to go through here, and that is a pretty defined first place finish for us there. We were multiple seconds ahead of the Drivatars. Call it 4. So, good deal. So, the way that these seasonal championships work is you don't actually have to win each of the races. You have to be in first place in the championship leaderboard in points. As you can see, we have 20 currently for this first race. We'll be able to look at that a little bit better after the second race, but just know that you do not have to come in first place in each of the races. But let's go ahead and jump into the next race, but before that, we'll look at the next car. All right, so this is our next car that we're going to be jumping into. This is the 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, the C8. As I said, you get these next two cars pretty early in the game. You start out with the C8, so we're going to try it out. The tune share code will be up on the screen now, as well as the name of the tune and the name of the tuner, as always. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this next race and into the Chihuahua circuit. All right, here we go. Let's see what this C8 can do and see what this tune can do. Got some good competition here. Got a GTR, a Mercedes AMG GTR. I think it's a Reventon. Looks like it. It's a really quick circuit. That BAC would be really good through here, for sure. And if you guys do find not just other tunes that work out, but other cars that can work out, you know, definitely let those, you know, leave them down in the comments below as well, and throw them in that Discord server. You know, it's not just a single point of, you know, me telling you cars that work out well. I obviously don't know the best car for each circumstance. So if you guys can provide any kind of insight to that, definitely leave them down below. And we're just doing a little Rubbins racing through here, you know, around the Porsche on the outside, and we're up into first. So usually what I do with these circuit races is once I get up into first and have gone through a lap of the circuit, I usually just jump to the end of the race, just to try to not to make videos too long. So I will see you guys here in just a sec. Alright, and we come up around the final bend. We had a pretty good lead on the Drivatars again there. So, another good car. The tune worked out really well for me. Had a little bit of understeer, but that's also me coming from the BAC, which was just light as a feather. So, as you can see, I got 20 more points for coming in first place here. If I hit continue, you can see I'm up to 40 points in total on the championship. So, this is, again, the leaderboard that you need to be in first place on after the 3 races are complete. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the final race and into our final car. Okay, and here is our final car that we're jumping into. This is the 2014 Lamborghini Huracan. Again, I think you get this pretty early in the game as a gift. So everybody should have had it at one point. So the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name and name of the tune, will be up on the screen now. But we'll see how this little Huracan can perform at the Riviera Sprint to finish out this championship. Okay. Here we go in our little orange Huracan. I love this, like the wide body kit on the tune. It's always nice to me when the tunes include a wide body kit. Not necessarily the cheapest way to do the stuff, but definitely nicer looking for sure. We just zipped up on the inside. Okay, loses a little bit of control. I mean, the ground's a little wet, so we'll give it that. This thing does feel a little more slidey already, but this is the first time we've had wet pavement. So that might be because of that. but nonetheless, we're up in the first. In these seasonal championships, sometimes you're gonna have to bully the driving tires. That's just the way it is. So don't be afraid to do that. Just make sure that you're aware of when you're racing players, like in the trial event. Don't be bumping players. You can bump driving tires in the trial. I will give you a warning that sometimes they are very strange in the way that they react, and they can actually like bump you way harder than you can bump them. So just be wary of that. I think what I'm going to do, just to show you guys that you do not have to come in first place, is I'm going to let this guy pass me. And then we're just going to follow him to the finish line and get the second place, just so you guys can see, you know, that you do not have to come in first in each of the races. I did want to make sure that I got up in the first, just so you guys can see that the car can get there. Ooh, hard on the brakes. Good. A little Porsche. Trying to get up on the inside of me there. But yeah. This probably wouldn't be my first option. I would definitely take the Bach Mono if you got it. Honestly, if you don't have it, I would honestly say it would be worth investing in, because you can use it for a handful of seasonal events. I know I've used it for quite a few here on the channel. But if you're looking just to save money, I'd go with the C8 probably more than anything. Gas a little there. Yeah, this thing slides. That's crazy. Again, this is the first wet pavement we've had, and that could be playing into that. But we are a little slippery boy. Could have taken the Porsche there. That's not a great turn. It's okay though. But as we approach the finish line, in second place, again, as we were wanting. And then here you can see we'll get 16 points in the championship, or for that race, and then that puts us at 56 in total for the championship. So if I hit continue, it's going to take us to the race podium. So don't be alarmed by that. It will have the drivatar that just beat us in this race up on the first place podium. And that's fine and dandy. If I hit continue, you will see that we get that BMW M3 because we did complete the seasonal championship, because we were first in points. So just make sure you're aware of that. So Chihuahua Express complete, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful. Again, you will need that BMW for one of the seasonal PR stunts, and we'll have a video coming out on that later today. So definitely get subscribed if you want to stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys do have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.